Hey guys, I totally forgot we had a wall downstairs, so today I'm going to be trying all of these new climbs and sharing my thoughts about them. I start on this white V0, just your typical V0 jug ladder. It has way more holds than necessary and should probably be a VB. I move on to this red V1. The section at the beginning has way too many holds. I like that the moves between holds at the end are pretty big, and the jugs have clear orientations for your hands to help beginners with root reading. I move on to this pink V2. It's all jugs. The foothold on the steep part of the wall actually feels kind of slippery. Overall, the climb is okay. It has a couple of bigger moves, which I like. I move on to this gray V3. It's all slopers and slopey pinches. This foot move actually felt pretty hard for a V3. It's almost like a little split. These two holds are the slopiest of the climb. This hold also felt pretty bad. I had to lock off super hard to get to the last hold. I really like this climb. I usually don't find such tricky holds and movements on a V3. I move on to this orange V3. It starts on jugs in the cave. The second half is much more vertical with slopier holds. I really like the opening sequence. It feels pretty flowy. Then, there's this awkward foot sequence. I get a high right foot, and then step up with my left foot. I end up in a frog position on two small-ish footholds. I move on to this pink V3. It has these slopey holds that look like raspberries. I get in this position where I'm too stretched out and can't get my feet up. I try out a couple of different positions, but they don't feel good. I try to get a high right foot, but I'm not below the slopers and they feel awful. This time, I try mantling with my right hand and getting a high right foot. I want to grab the second to last hold with my right hand, but it's difficult to swap hands on the small volume hold. able to swap hands and get the right hand where I want it, but the position feels awful for maintaining tension so that I can get my left foot up. This is definitely the hardest V3 I've ever seen in this gym. I like that the beta is difficult to read, and the holds require good body positioning. I wish there were more climbs like this in my gym. I move on to this green V4. It's all pipes. The first move is easy, but then I get confused about how to get to the next hold. Using the volume was harder than I thought. You really have to rock over it. Then, you have to make a scary move on a sketchy volume. I try to do the move dynamically from the low foothold. The hold feels just bad enough to give up on the dynamic method. I try a drop knee on the start hold, but it doesn't work. Finally, I'm able to land the move. I bump my right hand and I end up in this kind of double Gaston position. The holds are so bad, I can't commit to a fully dynamic move. The last hold is actually really bad though, so I'm glad I didn't hit it super dynamically. Overall, it's a really tough climb, with hard moves at the beginning and the end. Much different from the normal setting, but I like it a lot. I move on to this gray V4. All of the holds are ribbed pinches. I found that there's actually a crimp to the left of the first pinch. Grabbing the first pinch with my right hand feels bad, so I go to the hold further right. I try to flip my hand, but my thumb slips. My gym decided to turn the lights off for Halloween, so they gave us headlamps. This time, I'm able to flip my right hand while my left hand is on the crimp. I'm able to bump my left hand to the higher pinch, and then bicycle the first pinch with a heel hook to grab the last hold. Then, I match on the top edge and finish the climb. Overall, it's a fun climb with a bunch of different beta options. A lot of people were struggling with this one, so I'm proud of the sequence I found. I move on to this yellow V5. The first 3 holds are decent. Then, you have to do a big step-up move to these small holds. There's a good crimp on the volume, but there's this tiny blocked foothold. The last 2 holds are very good. I didn't realize it was a sit start, so I'm kind of cheating here. The step-up move requires a lot of commitment. I get the height, but I miss the small hold. It feels like I have to swap hands on the small holds in order to put weight on my left foot. Then, I have to hand swap again so I can reach for the crimp with my left hand. Foot swapping on this tiny angled hold is really difficult. I get my left foot on the blocked hold. I press into the volume to free my left hand, but I can't hold the position. My right hand pops off the small hold after the foot swap. I lose my left foot while swapping hands. Then, I miss the foot swap a few times. My right hand pops while foot swapping. Unfortunately, I'm not able to consistently do the foot swap and figure out the end. But that's going to be the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!